The thing that is supposed to separate, a couple of things are supposed to separate Nakobe Dean from TJ Edwards and Alex Singleton. Speed, quickness, and something else he was asked about yesterday during his press conference, instincts. It's just understanding what's around you. And I make this argument all the time when it comes to what separates the great athletes from the good athletes. You could find, just athletically speaking, a lot of guys in the NFL that could run the same 40 time, have the same shuttle drill, same reps when it comes to 225 at the bench press and all that. You can find a lot of guys who do the same thing, athletically speaking. So what's the difference? What makes the good athlete a great athlete? And what makes the great athlete a Hall of Famer, right? It's all up here. It's all between the ears. It's all how they take the information in front of them, have it clang around in their old brain, and then how they react to that information. The instinct is one of the biggest things to talk about, one of the biggest factors for any athlete. Seeing the information, processing the information, and making the right decision. Having good instincts is the easiest way to say that. And I think Nakobe Dean has those natural instincts. Now, we'll see the ultimate test, whether or not he can do that at the NFL level, but he certainly did it at the college level. And he is a guy that can, with great instincts, be a difference maker on defense. Now, every once in a while, his instincts might tell him the wrong thing and he'll make a mistake. But I think on the other side of that are going to be some big splash plays that we have not really seen from Eagles linebackers over the last, million years, it feels like. So I cannot wait for the season to start for a multitude of reasons. Jalen Hurts playing, what does happen with this Eagles defensive line, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis in his sophomore season in the NFL, what Brandon Graham can bring to the table, everything that we've talked about throughout the season, what DeAndre Swift's role is going to be, if Rashad Penny can stay healthy. There's a lot of things that I'm looking forward to seeing. But the number one thing is Nakobe Dean at linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles, starting linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to see if making the investment of a third-round pick and potentially getting the steal of the draft, I want to see if that actually pans out. I want to see if that guy is actually playing up to the level a lot of people thought he could play at when they thought he'd be a first-round pick, and at worst, a second-round pick. Falling all the way to the third round? What? I want to see if they can really get a huge steal out of all this. And I want to see if they're going to have a playmaking linebacker. Because you're talking about Trotter. It's the name we always go back to. But unfortunately for the Philadelphia Eagles, that's the number one name people look at. Michael Kendricks had some big plays for the Eagles, but not on the regular. But I look at this Eagles team, and I look at this possible, the potential that's there at the linebacking spot right now with Nakobe Dean. And I got my fingers crossed, and I just can't wait to see it come to fruition.